Well, welcome wherever you are. Followers of Brazilian football will naturally understand that this Sao Paulo clash means so much. Two colossal clubs of great pride, Corinthians and Santos, 60 miles apart, and yet in some sense, some rivalrous sense, so very close each to the other. Each requiring of themselves to be better than the other, to rise to this occasion, to make it matter, and to offer the right to bragging to their many, many thousands, millions of supporters all over the world. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium, the capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. Well, a massive game in prospect here, no matter what is at stake. A rivalry with already a century's worth of history behind it, and everything suggests that that rivalry only intensifies.
Well, Peter, many a colleague and contemporary of mine have said that no matter what final they may have played in and won, that the derby is the biggest day on their calendar, and there is a substantial part of me that agrees with all of this. Just look around you. How can you...
Tries a shot! Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri.
In for a header! No, not the best of headers. Martinez. Osimhen. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Pedri. And it's Griezmann, Spinazzola. Now it's Osimhen, Griezmann, Rodri, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Osimhen. He's found a way through. Osimhen! He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And here's the chance to counter. Santos are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Pedri. Anguissa. And he's intervened well there. Corinthians have reclaimed it. Can he spark a counter here? Martinez. Corinthians applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Oh no, this does not look good. He might be in here. Just the keeper to beat. Big chance. Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Clips it so gently. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's Griezmann. That is good alertness.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Griezmann. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. David! Goal! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's Osimhen. Pedri. McKennie. Now it's David. In with the challenge. Santos have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Pedri. Pass somewhat off target, but it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Di Lorenzo. Some good persistent defending here. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, such a clever touch. It'll be a throw-in. Santos looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, Pedri! Now, who's going to be first to this? Spinazzola running with the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Spinazzola gets a foot in here. Tries a header! Decent enough try. Some good work on the right flank here. McKennie. Di Lorenzo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Sabitzer has a goal! We've got a goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Sabitzer. Pedri. Can he latch on to this? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Sabitzer. And the first half is done. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Santos leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. And the action is back on the way. Sabitzer. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Osimhen! Can he get it through? Oh, he's through the middle. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rodri. Sabitzer. Anguissa. Now it's David. Pedri. He could be in here. Oh, what a ball, he's in here. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. And with that goal comes comfort. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Santos go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Corinthians really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while...
And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
He's missed, but not by that far. Corinthians are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Played into space out wide. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's found a way through. Pedri. Martinez cuts out the pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, played right into his path. That is lovely. Could try cutting inside here. Lovely feet. McKennie. That's gone loose. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, they could break here. Anguissa. He's played him through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that looks a good ball through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. well stopped.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McKennie, dink through, and he cuts out the supply. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's picked out the run. Real shot at goal! And it's there! And surely that settles it.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So now the difference is 3. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
McKennie. Fofana is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, what a climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Fofana. Here's McKennie. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Now it's Shalai. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Osimhen. Nice ball, real chance! Malcolm. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Fofana, delicate ball, and it needs to be. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Teremos uma substituição.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
There's the shot! Well, that is remarkable.
Corinthians were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Malcolm. He's picked his way through. Chance! It's there! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
He's got four. That and the shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 16, camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 68.
Cleared away.
Camisa 23.
David turns and goes back. Fofana!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Juanmi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Short changes him with that pass. Malcolm. Fofana. Great defending, strong and determined. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Foram indicados
There will be
4
4
minutos
extra
de
minutes.
acréscimo.
Juanmi. And here's Kulusevski. Corinthians with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Azmoun is there and he can get that clear. Lobotka. Malcolm. And no, that was never going to make it.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
That's really well manoeuvred. That's that, the end. Santos, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. David, very much the hero in this game. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, welcome wherever you are. Followers of Brazilian football will naturally understand that this Sao Paulo clash means so much. Two colossal clubs of great pride, Corinthians and Santos, 60 miles apart, and yet in some sense, some rivalrous sense, so very close each to the other, each requiring of themselves to be better than the other, to rise to this occasion, to make it matter, and to offer the right to bragging to their many thousands, millions of supporters all over the world. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years, and this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. Another day, another massive game. Pride and loyalty are all involved here, plus a little bit of one-upmanship, perhaps the biggest factor of them all.
Well, Peter, many a colleague and contemporary of mine have said that no matter what final they may have played in and won, that the derby is the biggest day on their calendar, and there is a substantial part of me that agrees with all of this. Just look around you. How can you expect things not to happen? I'm actually expecting this to be fairly explosive.
We have already started here. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a lot of strong stuff on show here. However it goes, we're in for something special.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's got away. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now, who's going to be first to this? David, real chance here. Fofana. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, important interception. Santos getting forward at times, but achieving little of substance. Oh, it's come loose. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's the throw. Rodri. There's the crossfield ball. No, that's been intercepted.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Terrific header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Corinthians have got it back and they'll have another go. Spinazzola is on a run down the left wing. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Di Lorenzo, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sabitzer. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kulusevski is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Di Lorenzo is there, and he can get that clear.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Santos have the chance to go the other way. The pass is intercepted, and here's Osimhen.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Great defending, strong and determined. Osimhen. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And here's Osimhen. Kulusevski. The ball has bounced loose now. That is lovely. Oh, this is a great chance! Decent enough try. Di Lorenzo. Fofana.
Corinthians have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And he's picked out the run. It's a goal kick. Oliveira. McKennie. Goalkeeper's ball. And he's intervened well there. And he cuts out the supply. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now it's Sabitzer. Kulusevski. Kulusevski cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's David. Pedri. Here's McKennie. Fofana. Lovely bit of skill. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ball is over the line. Oh, terrible pass. Rodri deals with that comfortably. And he was quick to react. Kulusevski. And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And here's Kulusevski. Griezmann. Fofana.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Driving forward. Osimhen. Now then, the ball's come loose. McKennie. And that's really well manoeuvred. Skillfully cut out. And we hit half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. here we go again then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to...
Damn it! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Pedri. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now there's the shot! It's there!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So we have the first goal.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
And he's straight offside. Taken back almost at once. And he welcomes it in. Now it's McKennie. Oh, well played, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pedri. And they win it back again. Anton gets it away.
Look, it's a run defence as this.
He gets big. Martinez with the clearance. Oh, that was vital.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Spinazzola. Martinez. Look at the space here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's found a way past. Zakaria. Corinthians are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Público presente na partida de hoje, 62.005
He's quick to get it clear again. David.
Santos showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they...
Decent hit! He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Santos grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
And that is a little undercooked. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, this looks sharp. Just the goalkeeper to beat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fofana. Nicely spread. Corinthians upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Pedri. It's a sweet ball, that. Kosunu spots it and intercepts. And he's in on goal! That's an excellent interception. Fofana. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Dave. He's got the shot away! Goal! Santos! And the comeback is complete!
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Aos 31 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 9. Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 22. Camisa 37. Camisa 8. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 10. Camisa 24. Camisa 15.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Osimhen. And he's had a hit! So close to drawing level.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
McKennie. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's a foul, free kick's been given. Zakaria. Maddison, and the finish! And he's following up! Oh, taken with style! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Oh, easy pickings there. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Short changes him with that pass. Di Lorenzo.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
That's a nicely measured pass. Azmoun. Now it's Lobotka. He's found a way through.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, that's a key interception. Madison. Over to the left. Juan May. And he's managed to get free. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Osimhen! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Osimhen has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Referee's given a throw. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Just eases him off the ball. Zakaria looking to penetrate opposition lines. Picked out brilliantly. He's only too happy. And the shot! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Having added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Santos can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.